Hi everybody, welcome if you are new and welcome back if you are not new. Although life is a little crazy now with the impending big move looming, there are so many topics and things I really want to talk to you about that I'm like the Energizer Bunny, hopping between my laptop and packing boxes while I'm downloading stuff, etc. Anyway, guys, let's get on with it. Yes, I know Harry and Meghan are in Vancouver. Yes, I saw the photographs of Meghan in her virginal white playing Elsa in the snow and old Harry following her, walking behind her looking like a dog, which just had his last bone taken from him. But I don't care. He can walk behind her and sniff her BO and farts all day long, for all I care. What I do care about is that it just became known that InBankTus paid for their private jet from Santa Barbara to Vancouver. Now that bothers me. And why does it bother me? Because the Canadian government had given $30 million towards InBankTus being held in Canada. I mean, cool, but not cool when we now found out that some of that money went towards paying for Harry and Meghan's private jet, and likely also their luxury hotel stay and God alone knows what else. How much is this trip to Canada costing InBankTus? 1 million? 1.5 million for 3 days? I thought InBankTus was Harry's charity, not Harry and Meghan's bank and promoter. Yes, I mean, why don't we go right ahead and rename InBankTus the Bank of Harry and Meghan? Because it seems every time someone donates a significant amount to InBankTus, Harry and Meghan get a free trip, free accommodation, free meals, and God alone knows what else. However, unlike with a bank, I have not seen Harry depositing a single cent into InBankTus, and nor has Archwell, the so-called foundation of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, added. So they are just taking and not giving or depositing. How does that work? However, I think Meghan thinks her mere presence is worth more than any amount of money. And old Harry, well, he has just given up and handed his pet project InBankTus over to her, said, "There you go, Meghan, all yours. Forget about the injured veterans. It is now the Meghan Markle show, one bad yet expensive outfit at a time." But you see, I don't care anymore, because why should I? Why should you? Well, if you are Canadian and your government gave 30 million of your taxpayer money to this shit show, then maybe you should. But otherwise, Meghan dragging H around by the curlies shouldn't bother you, because it is time we all stop thinking about Harry as Diana's little boy or the naughty teenager. Yes, it may come as a shock, but Harry will turn 40 in September. 40. He is an adult male. No, wait, actually, as from September, both Harry and his wife will officially be middle-aged. Do you hear me, Meghan? You are middle-aged, married to a middle-aged, bald man. And no, I'm not being nasty. I am just telling you the truth. So there you have it, a 40-year-old pot smoking man with no secure job or income, no talent, and dubious brain function. And again, I am not being nasty. Harry himself went on television and told the world about his mental health issues, or then dubious brain function. Anyway, I digress. So let's move on. A couple of days ago, one of the regular royal reporters on GB News and elsewhere, and let me not name him for fear of going into yet another rant, because I am really sick and tired of these fat cat royal reporters talking out of their arses, not even doing their own monarchy and country the courtesy of learning how the monarchy actually works. Anyway, I told you I'll go off on a rant, but let's continue. This little Omid Scobie wannabe said that Sussex is Harry and Meghan's surname, which of course is 101% wrong. It is their title, but no one corrected him, and then the sugars took off with it. Well, I am sick and tired of explaining about ducal titles and royal titles and gifted titles, blah-de-blah-de-bloody-blah. Done it so many times, I feel again like a broken record. However, now, after all the debacle, the Mirror is reporting that Meghan is going to change her children's surnames to Sussex. Honestly, people, I don't know whether I should laugh or cry, but all I can utter from between gritted teeth is she bloody insane? Where is the darn straight jacket? Bring it on before I need one for myself. Royals, working royals, senior royals do not have, well, technically, a surname. Yes, there is documentation available where William and Harry are shown as, for instance, Harry as Henry Charles Albert Windsor, because Windsor is what the royal family changed to in 1917, when it was no longer appropriate to use the German surname of Saxe-Coburg. So, for official paperwork, like say a passport or other documentation, it has been accepted and acceptable to use Windsor. It is, however, also true, because senior royals don't really use a surname, that they use their title or that of their parent. I mean, like we are talking about Beatrice and Eugenie York, or Harry was Harry Wales in the army because his father at the time was the Prince of Wales. But Harry Wales was not in any shape or form Harry's real official and legal name. Well, Harry isn't even his real name. It is merely a nickname given to him by his mother. His real name is, in fact, Henry. Now, having said all of that, the surname Mountbatten Windsor was handed down in 1960 to all future male heirs of the late Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip. So, in fact, Mountbatten Windsor is a much closer link to the British royal family than Sussex. Windsor being the name of the official British royal house and adopted surname of senior royals, plus Mountbatten, the British adopted and then legal surname of Prince Philip, the husband of Queen Elizabeth II. Now, there are two reasons why, if true, Meghan would want to change her children's surnames to Sussex. And those, in my opinion, are: number one, Meghan does not care about the royal family or their history. All she cares about is their or her brand. And her brand is being the Duchess of Sussex. So one way she can sell her children as part of her brand is to make them Sussex as well. Number two, could it be that Harry and Meghan are aware that they are mere inches away from losing their Duke and Duchess of Sussex title? So the only way they can keep Sussex is to legally change their name or then their surname to Sussex. Anyway, I told this story before. Here in Africa, in rural parts, less now than, say, a couple of years ago, you will often come across a 4, 5, 6-year-old child whose name is Doctor or Professor or something equally ridiculous, because the parents are either illiterate and or do not understand English or European culture. All they know is that some people are being called doctor or professor, and they do not know that it is actually a title, an academic title. For them it is what they heard someone being called, and they liked the name. Now, Meghan reminds me of that. She has no concept of the royal family's history, and even if you would academically explain it to her, she would still reject it because of her narcissism, which tells her that she is always right and that she can do what she wants when she wants. Well, I'm afraid that Prince Archie Sussex and Princess Lily Sussex are not going to cut it. It is not going to change anything. And Meghan Sussex? Well, that sounds more dubious than royal. And in a way, it will place more distance between them and the royal house of Windsor. So maybe we should encourage her to go ahead and change their surnames, because historically, academically, and maybe even legally, it will leave the royal family with even less moral responsibility for those two children, now and in the future. Okay, my dear, so that is that, at least for now. I have a rather hectic subject to discuss with you all, but I'm going to leave it for tomorrow. Maybe I will be more battle ready tomorrow. So until then, please take good care of yourselves. Bye.